So there are a few things that I'd love to speak to you about, a few concepts that I'd like to have a chat about. The first one is that you have everything you need inside of you. So this is quite something to embody. When we consider, especially as women, stepping into our sexuality, there are a few key factors that really come into play most commonly. And those are that we need to feel safe to be able to truly expand. We need to feel that we will still be loved and that we'll still belong. And when we start to take in this tantric concept that we really have everything we need inside of us, it is incredibly empowering. So to know that we can actually source this safety, this sense of safety from within, this sense of being loved from within, this sense of belonging from within, instead of constantly seeking it from external factors, it is truly empowering and extremely freeing. So this brings me to the second point is, I'd love to ask you the question. So what does freedom mean to you? It means different things to different people. And I can give you an example of what that looks like for me. So when I began my Tantric sex, love, and relationship coaching certification, mentored by Layla Martin this past year, I came in with stuckness in a variety of areas of my life. So I came in with very low sexual desire that I'd had for pretty much always, and pretty much convinced and resigned to the fact that this was like my normal. Maybe I was just a kind of broken human being. I was just kind of like that. And I came in with other certain factors that I had sought answers for by joining different programs and getting coached and looking at different spiritual practices. And I never got the answer to. So when I came in and I started learning these tools that came from Tantra, that came from the understanding of how our body, our nervous system works, that came from Taoist practices, and I started to feel that sense of fulfillment and like the answers were coming, that to me was freedom. Because all the limitations that I had walked into started to disappear, and I started to really grasp the concept that no matter what I approach, no matter what I step into in my life, I've got a tool for that. So whatever fear comes up, I dealt with a lot of anxiety this past year. Whatever came up, even the things that I'm the most scared of, I have something to care for it. That to me is absolute freedom. And it really showed me how doing the work with sexuality was simply a portal. It works on the sexuality, of course, absolutely. But it also becomes this way to gain freedom in all aspects of our lives. So when we start to work on our sexuality, this aspect that is really sunken into our root chakra, into our sense of safety, then we really, really get it in all aspects of our lives. And this is tremendously freeing. And so the third concept is that you absolutely can lead a sacred, conscious life in your career, in the way you speak, in your relationships, and have an abundant, ecstatic, and free sexuality. So we've been conditioned for so long that these two things are really very separate, and you keep them very separate. And what Tantra does is that it really helps to bring them together. And again, this just brings a huge amount of empowerment. It's reclaiming our body, reclaiming of our fullness, our wholeness, our sexuality as women. See you soon.